Hi, in this video I'd like to give you a guided tour of my hobby room, which includes my 1400 model aircraft and my 1600 model aircraft collection. Entry to the hobby room is through the trapdoor. So welcome to my hobby room. As you can see, I've gradually been able to take over pretty much the entirety of this room. Partly because it's got a low ceiling, so it's not suitable as a bedroom. And it's now the primary area for my 1400 die-cast model aircraft collection. Also still got all of my Shabaks, which is where things really started off, stored in this cabinet and also in a chest. I've also been able to decorate the room. I've created some posters which show information about each of the major trunk carriers of the United States regulated era, which is where my 1400 collecting really started. So each has got a selection of posters and route maps and images of the airlines. So we've got Delta and its Atlanta counterpart, Eastern. American Airlines. American Airlines. United. TWA. Pan American. Not strictly a trunk carrier, but can't really leave Pan Am out. Northwest. Continental. Historically one of the smaller trunks. Braniff International. Western. National. And last, and actually least, Northeast. Barely a trunk at all. My 1400 trunk airline models are primarily stored in this MDF custom made unit. Each of the major trunks has its own alcove, except for Braniff, for which I've just got too many models, so it's got its own area over here. In between the trunks and Braniff we've got DVDs and books and airliners magazines. I've also got most of the model histories that I do for each of the models that I collect. Moving to the right, we've got Pan Am, World Airways, then the territorial carriers, Alaska and Hawaiian. My airplane magazines. Moving back to the top, we move into the local service airlines, starting with the airlines which eventually all formed US Airways, Mohawk, Allegheny, US Air itself, Piedmont, America West, and the rest of the local service airlines, Frontier, the airlines that eventually formed Republic, North Central, Southern, Bonanza, West Coast, Pacific. The last three obviously forming Air West, and then Hughes Air West, eventually taken over by Republic. Last the local service airlines, Ozark and Trans-Texas. Then into the interstate carriers, Southwest, Air California, Pacific Southwest. Then moving closer to the modern day, we've got some overflow 1980s Eastern and United, and 1980s era deregulation startups. Beneath we've got the newest aircraft, a smattering of 1990s startups and major carriers. Moving to the right, we've got my diorama of a 1960s airport and my global collection.